Every Friday, our friends at Local Environmental Services give us an opportunity to blow off a little steam. We call it trash talk. And in just a second, we're going to get to a couple of emails that are, well, they're bangers, to say the very least, John. One of them in particular,
I'm ready.
I don't know how I'm going to make it through this one. I'm looking forward to it. But before we do, I want to give you a quick shout out here. This is Kaysen Fuser. And Kaysen, at just 7 years old, was attacked by a cougar. He was attacked by a cougar and he survived. It's a remarkable story. And we wanted to let you know that coming up on Monday, Kaysen is going to be serving. He's going to be feted, John. He's going to be celebrated as the mayor of the mall. Yeah, that's right. He's going to be at West Edmonton Mall coming up on Monday, March 13th. He's the mayor of the mall in partnership with Stars Air Ambulance and Local Environmental Services. And he's going to have an unbelievable experience, an event, this day-long event tailored specifically to his interests. Okay, so he's going to get VIP access to the attractions. He's going to get shopping sprees at his favorite stores. He's going to get a night at the Fantasyland Hotel. Of course, this all in celebration of a young man that survived an experience, an unimaginable experience, receiving including immediate medical attention and critical care and transport provided by Stars. It's a good news story out of a nightmare scenario. And I'm really excited to let you know that Kaysen is going to be joining us on the show next week.
Amazing.
So you can look forward to that. This would not be happening with the support of our good friends at Local Environmental Services, who also present Trash Talk! All right, now if you're one of Kaysen's 7-year-old friends, this is where you put on the earmuffs, buddy. This is when this goes to mummies and daddies only. This is an email here from Adam who says, I've been hearing a lot about rage farming. Someone accused me of rage farming the other day. He says, like Ricky Bobby's delinquent sons, this is like people getting hopped up on Mountain Dew, throwing Grandpa Chip's war medals off a bridge. He says, listen closely, everybody. My grandfather didn't give up the best years of his life just to see his brothers blown to pieces, to witness death and atrocity on an unfathomable scale, and to live with it for the rest of his life. Memories he told me he could only see in color, so you can all go about your whitewashed lives. My grandpa killed Nazis in Normandy, then in Belgium, and you better fucking believe he killed Nazis in Germany so you could live in a world without tyranny, without monopolistic authoritarianism, and without genocide. My grandfather was involved in shooting down V-2 rockets aimed at citizens in Antwerp, something eerily similar to a modern-day circumstance. But sure, rage farming. Why don't you go back to burning books? All this nonsense. You should probably bash the mirrors too, folks, if you're not ready for that type of reflection. The Conservative Party of Canada is now the elephant on a pimple's ass, and that's your fault. But I'm not going to angry crop about that. In fact, I don't give a crop. You see what he did there?
Yeah.
Go farm for yourselves, and farm yourself quickly before you ruin the soil. That from Adam. Metaphors abound when it comes to Adam's Trash Talk submission. And this one from Gabriel. This is the one I told you about, Johnny. He says, Ryan and John, 2 things to lovingly toss at you both. First, my good man, I'm going to need something from you. If I can be so bold, what exactly is the far left? What is it? Like, what groups off the top of your head are far left in this country? Who in the mainstream is far left? He says, I get the impulse to throw out the phrase the far right and the far left, but holy shit, there's no such thing as the political far left in Canada. People think I'm left because I think for-profit healthcare should not be expanded, or I don't think I should have to fear for my life walking or biking to the grocery store with my kid. And this ties into my second point, says Gabe. Left to his own devices, Pierre Poilievre would 100% proudly inhabit the space taken up by the far right, where this stupid German politician hangs out. The one you were talking about earlier this week, Jespo. If it wasn't clear to people before February of last year that the far right exists in Canada, then it would be hard for it to not be clear now. Poilievre has been in politics since he was in his early 20s. It's very, very, very fucking clear who he is. And I feel like he's going to be set up by the media like Donald Trump was when all commentators would say in unison that he turned a corner and he started sounding presidential after one of his stupid State of the Union addresses. Pierre is your run-of-the-mill shitbag politician who people somehow think is capable of caring about them. He does not care about you. He's more than happy to court and cover for people who want to actively harm others, people who hold less power than they do. And then Gabe says, love to you and Johnny and all the shit you take from armchair assholes like me every single week. We love you, Gabe. Johnny wouldn't be cueing the live studio audience if he wasn't having that resonate with him. You can send us, these are real emails, your trash talk to talk@ryanjesperson.com. You could be featured in a future edition of Trash Talk. Don't forget, we release it as a standalone on our podcast. Thanks for subscribing there. It comes out on Saturdays. You can also find them on our YouTube channel. Thanks for being one of the 10,000 plus that subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's get that to 100 grand. That's going to happen when you start telling your friends, when you start sharing our content, when you like and subscribe and all the other cool stuff that helps a show like this grow. We love you guys. Thanks for showing up for the real talk. Have a safe weekend. We'll be right back at it Monday morning.